Hello, basketball fans, and welcome to Romano Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Minnesota Duluth. I'm Mark Niklowski, along with our producer, Josh Wallace. And today's game coming up here, we've got the UMD Bulldogs against the Winona State Warriors coming into Romano Gymnasium on a cold, chilly night here in Duluth. As we're sub-zero outside, but we're going to have some hot basketball action here on the floor tonight, as the Bulldogs and the Warriors about to square off here on iFan Sports. While we got some time, let's send it down to floor announcer Dave Walter for our national anthem and the starting lineups. All right, we're ready to go here from Romano Gymnasium on iFan Sports. UMD Bulldogs coming into this game 4-11 in the 4-11 overall, 3-6 in the Northern Sun Conference, and out of the Southern Division of the Northern Sun Conference, it's the Winona State Warriors. They're coming in at 7-7 overall, 4-6 in the conference. So good battle here between two teams in the middle of the pack of the Northern Sun Conference, trying to build some momentum as we head into the tail end of the season. The Bulldogs in the white uniforms attacking the left side of your screen, and the Warriors out of Winona, they'll be attacking the right side of your screen here in this in the first half. Warriors again, led by their head coach in his second season, Todd Eisner. And there's the first bucket of the night. That comes from the big man, number 30, Tyler Gazgi. So Gazgi puts the Warriors up early here with a inside bucket, and he's a big man out there. The Bulldogs are going to have to watch him as They work it around. Wilson has it now for the Bulldogs out at the top to Shallow. Back to Wilson, shooting the three. He got it! Jake Wilson, he's a deep threat here for the Bulldogs, and he puts the Dogs ahead 3-2 here, early going. Nice three-pointer from Wilson, showing the touch from long range. Warriors working around. Mongan gets it over now to 20 Gray. Gray goes inside, up, that part partially blocked. And board comes down to Gaffey, and he knocks down his second of the night. Getke finishes off the three-point play. He's got all 5 points of the night so far for the Winona State Warriors. On the near side now, working into the paint is Burns. Burns puts it up off the back of the rim, and the rebound comes down to Gray. Here come the Warriors. Working it inside. Getke dishes it out. Now they play to the far corner. And with it now. Warriors, that's Monaghan. Now far corner, shot good. Three-pointer, Corey Jeffs. Junior forward knocks that one down. Boy, Jeff's out of Melbourne, Australia. You know, it's summer in Australia right now. Probably 80 degrees down there in Australia, and he's probably wondering, what am I doing in Minnesota? Here's Burns with the rebound, doesn't get that to go. Two inside misses from Sean Burns Jr., and the Warriors have it again. Ooh, an air ball from the near corner there by Jeffs. He sank a three last time down, so. Bulldogs on the attack. Here's Wilson from the same spot as last time. That one doesn't go, though. 8-3, Winona State with the ball and the lead. That's Gray with it, working things. Top of the key, Mongan. Inside now to Bambanek. Gray with it. Gray cutting into the middle. Dishes back out. Working it around. Shot clock at 10. Gray at the free throw line. Far side. Mongan going up. Or that was Jeffs going up. No good. Rebound. Getke. He is fouled. Oh, this Getke is going to be a tough one to handle for the Bulldogs, as he has been a dominant force inside early here. He's got 5 points already. Going to the line here. He will shoot two. Tommy Getke, 6'8" sophomore out of Thomas Jefferson High School in Bloomington, Minnesota. Missed that one. 9-3 Bulldogs behind here by 6. Early in this game, Romano Gymnasium, campus of the University of Minnesota Duluth, some Northern Sun Conference basketball. Three-pointer from the near side, and he gets that one to go, Kaczynski. And it's 9-6, 2 3-pointers for the Bulldogs, accounting for their scoring here early. They're going to have to do some damage from the outside. Here's a three-pointer up and in. Riley Bambanek knocks down a three for the Warriors. So a counterattack from Winona State. 12-6. The Warriors lead this one. Here's Wilson driving the line, and he gets it to roll. Good drive there from Wilson. He's got 5, and it's a 12-8 Winona State lead. Another three-shot there from Bambanek, and he hits it again. Riley Bambanek out of Tremolo, Wisconsin. The beautiful Tremolo, Wisconsin, down there on the Mississippi River. Little town, too. I don't know how. Basketball team. Sean Burns Jr. going inside for two. He gets to the tough way there. 15-10. Winona State. Going back to Tremolo, Wisconsin. Beautiful Tremolo Hotel down there right along the Mississippi River. Just north of La Crosse. That's got to be a small school Wisconsin basketball. And there's Bambanek again. He doesn't get this one, though. Back come the Bulldogs. Cross court pass to Wilson. He's wide open for three, and he hits it. 15-13. Some good wide open basketball here at Romano Gymnasium. The early going of this Northern Sun game between the Bulldogs of Duluth and the Warriors of Winona. Some good basketball action. Here's Gray with it now. Gray to Getke. Oh, and the big man shoots a three. And it's 18-13. Getke with 9. Here's Wilson for three, and he misses that one. Bambanek brings down the rebound. Oh, here's a feed into Getke, and he puts up a nice scoop there for two. 11 points for Getke. He's got 11 of the 10 Winona State points. The Bulldogs are going to have to figure out a way to stop him. Here's Sean Burns Jr. now. Burns Jr. working against Getke, turns it around and misses, but he is fouled by Getke. And the big man picks up his first personal. We have a timeout on the floor. Winona leading this one 20-13. Good game here before the boys' game here at Romano Gymnasium. The UMD women squared off against the Warrior women, and Winona won that one 70-60. Good back and forth game all the way until the Warriors kind of pulled away in the last few minutes to get that 10-point victory. Bulldogs, other scores from around the UMD sports world. The UMD women hockey team has defeated Minnesota 3-2, so that's a big win for the women's hockey program, knocking off the top-rated Gophers by a score of 3-2. So we'll see if the men's team here at UMD can find a way to win this one against the Warriors of Winona. Bulldogs coming to this, like I said, with a 3-6 NCIS record. And that's good enough for fourth place. Kind of a log jam there, 4 through 6. UMD, UMary, Minot State, and Bemidji State, all with 3 wins in the conference. Bulldogs only have 6 losses, so they get rated ahead of that. But a 4-way log jam there in the North Division. And for this Winona State team in the purple, they're in 6th place. And a little more competitive Southern Division as they have a 4-6 record. But some of the big guns are in the South with Upper Iowa and Southwestern Minnesota, both with 8-2 conference records. Now Burns Jr. gets the second one to go. And it's a 6-point Winona State lead as we've got some new faces out on the floor. It looks like Kyle Bonham is out there for Winona State. Etterbeck feeds it inside. Gray with it now. Gray puts a move on. They send it around the floor, and a whistle, a holding call there. Harris out there for the Bulldogs, along with looks like Rorschide hitting the floor too. As taking the bench for the Bulldogs, looks like Jake Wilson. And Sean Burns Jr. also out there now, 22 for the Bulldogs, Charles Benson. Benson, the only senior on this Bulldog team. Harris with a shot from the corner, no good. Benson with the rebound. Now Benson on the far side. Benson working it inside, feeds back to Harris. They work it around, near side. Bulldogs with their second shot of this time, down, and looked like Shallow was fouled on the drive. So he'll go to line for two, Kyle Shallow. Like I said, Benson out there, the only senior on this Bulldog team. Winona State has 4 seniors. Young St. Paul, young Bulldog team, and they're improving with every game as they're winners of the last 2 out of 3 after a real struggling start there. It took them 6 games to get a win. Their 7th game, they beat Minnesota Crookston. Shot from the near side, good by 24, Kyle Bauman for Winona State, and it's a 22-16 Warrior lead. Dogs working it around here now. Rorschide with it. Shallow, far side, puts a move on. Kaczynski back out to Harris for a long 3, and he is fouled after the shot. Missed the shot. But a foul called there on Connor Flack. So Harris will go to the line for 3 here. And Harris misses the first one. Luke Harris, 6'8", freshman out of Northfield, Minnesota. So Harris 2 out of 3 on that one. And it's a 4-point Winona State lead. 8 minutes into this game at Romano Gymnasium. Northern Sun Conference basketball action from the campus of University of Minnesota Duluth. Far side, that's Domask with it. Into the corner, that shot no good by 24 Bauman. And the Bulldogs pull down the rebound. Here come the Bulldogs. Wilson back out there now. After a brief breather on the bench. Shallow has it to Wilson. Wilson looking for some room, doesn't find it. Rorschide whistled down for traveling there as Gray was on him tight there. Didn't have much room and wound up traveling. So the Bulldogs will head back on defense here. 11:23 to go in the first half of this Northern Sun Conference game. Mark Nikolowski here along with Josh Wallace on iFan Sports. Glad you're with us here on this chilly night, unless you're watching in Australia, which you may very well be if you're a fan of Corey Jeffs, one of the Winona State starters here tonight. Not out on the floor right now. Oh no, yeah. Feed inside for 2. Yeah, Jeff's out there now. And we have a whistle after the shot. And not sure what the issue is here, but had gone off before the shot, and the replay showed that there was no shot before the shot clock. So the shot clock expired before the shot, so they'll take those 2 points off the scoreboard there for Winona. Good break for the Bulldogs. Technology helping out here. As the Dogs down by 4. Halfway through the first half, just about. Working it around, the Dogs in white. There's Wilson faking the shot now, getting it to Rorschach. Here's Wilson again now. Over to Tomlinson. Bulldogs trying to set things up. Shot clock at 7 feet inside for Benson. He gets it a roll. Nice play there by the Bulldogs. Backdoor to Benson. His first 2 of the night, and it's a 22-20 Winona State lead. Some good hard work on offense there by the Bulldogs to get that one in there, down by 2 to Winona with their smallest lead of the night so far, as they had been up as high as 6. Hard work inside, but the shot goes astray there from 24 for the Bulldogs. Bauman. Bulldogs will bring it back here with a chance to tie or take the lead. Here's a 3 from Rorschach. He got it on the Bulldogs. Take a 23-22 lead here. 9:44 to go in a half. Just their second lead of the night, as they were up 3-2 early. But the Dogs have battled back here with some tough defense. Inside, and the ball's batted away, and Wilson has it. And the Dogs will bring the ball down the court. 9:19 to go. Tomlinson to Harris down the baseline, and we have a whistle and a foul called. Officiating crew here tonight, Jake Welsh, Kesnick Joyner, and Brett Svor, Northern Sun Conference referees, and that was Welsh making the final call on that shot clock violation by the Warriors. And so far the Bulldogs have reeled off 5 points after that call. So kind of a change in momentum there, actually, as they had to take some time to look at our iFan Sports replay to make a final determination. Well, like we said, coming into this game, the Bulldogs of UMD, winners 2 of their last 3, and 3-6 conference record after going 0-7. Starting the season 0-7, they've played some pretty good basketball here of late. They've beat UMary, Wisconsin Superior, and Minnesota Crookston. 3 of the last 5, actually. So, yeah, the Dogs started off tough. They were At one point, they were 1-11. One and 10. Sorry about that. 1-10, but they've only lost to twice in their last 5 games. Back to action here. Gray knocked the ball away, but Tomlinson was there to pick it up alertly. Now he gets the ball back, goes for a 3, and he hits it. Tomlinson, his first basket of the night, and the Bulldogs have taken a 26-22 lead. Good hustle there by Tomlinson to get the loose ball and then drain the 3, and there's Wilson batting a pass away. Now the Bulldogs look inspired on defense here. Back out on the floor for Winona State, though, is Tommy Getke. And he has been a force. He has 11 points for the Warriors in the early going, led them to that lead. Here's Getke for 3, and he doesn't get that one. Wilson gets the rebound. So Getke off the bench misses his first shot. And the Bulldogs take it back down with a 4-point lead. Kaczynski inside to Benson, working against Getke in the paint, turns around, doesn't get it to drop. Now here's Gray on the fly, goes up, no good, rebound, not there, and the Bulldogs bring it back. 2 chances there for Winona State. Neither one of them go. And here's the Dogs on the attack. Tomlinson from the free throw line, no good, rebound, Getke. And Gray has it. The Warriors bring it back. Down the lane, bounces off a player, right into the hands of a Bulldog, and Rorschach has it. Now to Tomlinson. Here's Wilson, he's got an opening. Oh, and he loses control of the dribble. Here comes Gray down the other way. Gray going up, he's fouled and misses the shot. Foul called there on Tomlinson on that fast break. So Gray will go to the line here. Isaiah Gray, a 6-foot senior out of Roswell, Georgia. Went to Benilde St. Margaret High School in Minneapolis, so it's not quite as far away from home as Roswell, Georgia. Gray hits them both, and it's a 26-24 Bulldog lead here. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Tomlinson fakes the shot, feeds back to Shallow. Shallow looking for an opening. Ball goes inside, and the roll goes to Kruger. Kruger just out there gets his first basket of the game. Bulldogs lead back up to 4. Winona on the attack. Damask with it. Damask feeds Getke down low. Watch there by Kruger, and Kruger commits the foul. Yeah, that's not a bad play there against Getke, who has 11 points. Let's see, Getke Getke was from the field. Well, he was 1 for 1 from 3-point range. And he was 4 for 4 inside, so he was hot to start out. There's Gray getting 2, and Winona back within 2. Gray has the last 4 points down the floor for Winona State. Keep an eye on him. Wilson with it. Tomlinson driving, whistle, and a foul. 6 team fouls, so the out of bounds will come to the far side. Bulldogs will reload. Here's Kaczynski. Kruger, ball goes off of Getke. Bulldogs inbounding now. Here's Tomlinson. Kaczynski as they work it around here. Kaczynski driving through. He got through 3 players there, but missed the shot. Kaczynski got the rebound. Here's Shallow with an open 3, and he hits it. Kyle Shallow. 5 points on the night for Shallow, his first 3-pointer. And the Bulldogs have their biggest lead of the night, 31-26. Well, ball goes inside, falling to the floor, a pile up. Kruger comes away with the ball. Some good hustle there from Kruger. As he picked up the loose ball, the Bulldogs have it again. Wilson fakes the shot. Goes far side with it. Now Wilson for 3. Short, and the rebound comes down to Gray. Back comes the Warriors. Mongan to Getke to Gray inside, and Kaczynski got a hand on it, but he also fouled Bauman. And we have a timeout on the floor as media timeout. One program note was going to bring up freshman forward Brendan Meyer out of Superior, Wisconsin. Not suited up for this game. Meyer injured his thumb last week, and he's been on the mend since then. So that's a tough break, as Meyer has come on very well as a freshman here and looked very strong out there. Local kid doing well. Trevor Entwistle also I see over there on a scooter. I believe that's Entwistle, so he's out as well. So some injuries taking their toll here is midway through the season for the Bulldogs. Looks like another player might even be over there with some crutches. But yeah, it's a season's a grind here, and it's a team game, so everybody's got to contribute. Looks like Entwistle and Meyer are the 2 scratches for tonight. We'll see how that plays out later in the game when the bench starts being a big factor. Warriors inbounding ball here, down by 5 with 4:40 to go in the first half. Winona State working it around. Gray with it now. Outside, puts a little move on. Takes it inside, no room there. Fake shot by Bauman, and he is fouled by Harris. Good move there by Bauman. Kyle Bauman, another senior for Winona State. He's going to go to the line, 6'8" senior out of Wells, Minnesota. Went to United South Central High School. This is the second shot, and 4-point Bulldog lead here. Dogs on the attack. Here's Rorschach with it. Rorschach draws a crowd, feeds it into Burns Jr. outside to Shallow. His shot's short, and the Warriors pull down the rebound. Gray goes to the hole. Nice move there by Isaiah Gray. throws in a layup, and it's a 31-29 Bulldog lead. And Burns Jr. driving, can't get it to go. Oh, Burns was right there on the doorstep and just couldn't get that one to drop. Heavily guarded there by Getke. And so now here we go with the Warriors. They'll have a chance to tie or take the lead here on this trip down. Getke spinning and gets it to go. His first basket since he took a breather on the bench. He now has 13. And we have a tie game at 31 here with 3 minutes to go in the half. Good basketball here. Northern Sun Conference basketball from Romano Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Minnesota Duluth. iFan Sports bringing it to you live. Three-pointer there, no good. And the Warriors take it back the other way. Gray had an opening there but didn't shoot. Now feeds outside. They work it around. An open three from the corner, no good. The ball deflected up in the air high by Gray, and he pulls it down. Some good hustle there by Isaiah Gray. Gray in the near corner working. Driving the net, going up with a left-handed. Oh, and the rebound knocked down there by Bauman. Kyle Bauman. Nice rebound there, his 5th point of the night. He has been in the middle of the action since he came on the floor. Looks like Bauman and Getke, a tough combination here for the Bulldogs. And that's Burns Jr. hitting from close range there to tie things up at 33. Getke gets it to go from 20 feet there. Good shot there by Getke. He was wide open. Coach Bowen not happy with that defense there, leaving Getke open. He's got 15 for the Warriors, and the Warriors are back in front here, 35-33. Here's Burns Jr. driving the lane. Foul called on Burns. Charging on Sean Burns Jr. Tough call there as Burns made a big move to the basket. And I'm not sure who drew the foul. And coming in now for the Bulldogs, Jake Larkin coming in, our iFan Sports color man from last year. Good to see him out on the floor. Winona State moving it around. Gray with it. Gray driving, and he knocks it down. And inside move by Gray, 37-33, a 4-point lead. We're under a minute to go in the half. Roshai to Larkin. Larkin out high. Down to Roshai for three. Short rebound comes down to Bauman. And the Warriors will take it back the other way. Long shot to Getke. Puts it up and doesn't get it to go. He's fouled. Looked like 23 Benson called the foul on that. 22 foul called on, Charlie Benson. And that'll send Getke to the line with 15 points so far on the night. He gets that one to roll. Tommy Getke, 6'8" from Bloomington, Minnesota. We mentioned that before. Can't get the second one to go, and we're down to 30 seconds to play. And the Bulldogs will call a timeout and think over this last 30 seconds here. Let's take a quick look at Tommy Getke's stats here. And Getke scoring, he's already doubled his average, as he's 8.6 points a game average. He's got 16, so almost doubling that in the first half alone. Rebounds 4.4. Three-pointers 5 for 26, and I know he's hit at least one three-pointer here for the Warriors, so he has been a force this first half. Played 23 games last year. And he's only started 5 games for the Warriors. Here's Benson inside with a nice turnaround. 38-35, down to 10 seconds ago in the half. Gray with it. They're obviously going to play for the last shot. Here's Gray. Far corner, three-pointer. Off, rebound, Rorschach, the horn sounds, and we're done with the first half. An entertaining first half at that, as the UMD Bulldogs men's team taking on the Winona State Warriors here in Northern Sun Conference basketball action. They're heading into the locker room for halftime with the score. The Winona State Warriors 38 and the Bulldogs of Duluth 35. We'll be back for the second half right after this word. You're watching iFan Sports Network. Basketball game going here. The Winona State Warriors, a 3-point lead here at the first half. Quick look at the first half stats before we get going. Big stat, Tommy Getke, the forward for Winona State, 16 points. The man is red hot. That's double his full game average. So he scored 16 in that first half, and he'll be back out here beginning of the second half. He's 6 for 8 from the field, 3 for 5 from the line, and he's even knocked down a three-pointer, 1 for 2 from three-point range. So the big man is chewing things up here at Romano Gymnasium. Bulldogs will have to find a way to stop him. Points pretty well spread out for UMD. It's like leading the way are Sean Burns Jr. with 5 and Kyle Shallow with 5. Winona State has done some damage from the three-point line too. They're 6 for 14. 6 out of 14 from three-point. Oh, and here's Gray with a steal for Winona, and he's going to go in for an easy 2. 30 seconds into the second half, and the Winona State has taken a 5-point lead. Isaiah Gray with the steal. And he's coming on now for the Warriors. Wilson looking for room on the far side. Tomlinson now with it. Tomlinson looking inside. Now gets it to Shallow. They feed Burns Jr. Here's Sean Burns Jr. going up, and he doesn't get it to go. The ball went in and out. Tough break there for Sean. As he found some room inside, got right to the basket, but could not finish the deal. So Winona on the attack here. The Warriors on a 5-point lead. And a foul called away from the ball. Looks like pushing foul. Stepping on the line maybe, I don't know. No foul called. Regardless, it's the Bulldogs' ball here. Down by 5 early here in the second half. Moving it around. Far side Tomlinson. Now here's Wilson with an open 3. Doesn't get it to go, and the board comes down to Gray. He lost it. Burns with a nice hustle there to keep it in play, but the ball goes to Winona State, and Gray has it, and he is fouled as he takes it up the gut. $524 people here on a chilly night in Duluth. Last time I looked, it was 4 degrees. That's 4 degrees above zero. Wind chill, we won't go there. But it's January in Duluth, and so what do you expect? Still got 500 basketball fans in the gym here tonight. Shallow shot, no good, and Bulldogs cooling off here, starting cold here in the second half. Getke goes to the hole, no good there. Actually, both teams kind of struggling after a really well-played first half. Both teams hitting about 50% from the field. Some good defense. And Getke was the big story in that first half, number 30 for Winona State. Cross court to Kaczynski. He charges line, ball goes off the hands of Burns. And here's Gray taking it in. And a foul called there on Tomlinson. And so Isaiah Gray will go to the line. Gray. Gray at the line, he's got 10 points. He's got 10 points, he hits that first one, and He now has 4 points in this half and has given the Winona State Warriors a 6-point lead, 7-point lead, 42-35. It equals their biggest lead of the night, as they had a 7-point lead in that first half. Here's Wilson looking inside to Shallow. Kaczynski to Burns underneath. He's blocked by Getke, and back comes Gray for Winona State. The Bulldogs have yet to score a basket here in this second half. And we've played 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Looks like Tomlinson and Burns coming out. Krieger and Rorscheib coming in. Warriors on the attack. Shot from the corner, no good there by Jeffs. And the board comes down to the Bulldogs. And now we have a whistle and a foul underneath. Foul called on number 20, Isaiah Gray. His first foul of the game. Bulldogs will inbounds underneath. You gotta believe the Winona State has really tightened up their defense here the first half, second half. The Bulldogs have yet to score. There you go, three-pointer hit there by Rorscheib. His second three-pointer of the night. And it's a 42-38 Winona State lead. First basket of the second half for the Bulldogs. Logan Rorscheib. Here's Getke, his shot, no good. And the rebound comes down to Shallow. If Getke cools off a little bit after that red-hot first half he had. Feet underneath, no good. Balls on the players on the floor. A whistle and a foul called. Foul on Krieger. So the Warriors will inbounds it here. Winona State coming into this game 4-6 in the conference against the Bulldogs. 3-6 in the Northern Sun Conference. Bulldogs in the northern half, and Shallow gets called for a foul. Bulldogs in a logjam for fourth place in the Northern Sun North Conference. And Winona State in sixth place in the South. It's been a good basketball game so far. That first half was rip-roaring. Bulldogs went into the locker room down by 3. They're down by 5 now. Feed inside to Getke with a turnaround. He gets it to go, and Getke has 18 points. That's his first basket of the second half. He leads all scorers with 18. Just gave him a little too much room down there underneath. Here's Rorscheib to Shallow. Shallow looking inside, gets it back to Rorscheib. Well, Wilson charging down, up, and a foul called on Corey Jeffs as Wilson took it to the basket. Jeffs picks up his second foul. We have a timeout on the floor as the Winona State Warriors lead this one 44-38. Checking the crosstown scoreboard again. The University of Wisconsin Superior women's basketball team knocked off Morris 81-72 in a game over at Superior. The Bulldogs women lost earlier tonight here at Romano Gymnasium to the Winona State Warrior team, 70-60. And the big score of the night in hockey, the Bulldog women's hockey team knocked off the top-rated Minnesota Gophers 3-2. Right here, we got a good game going from Romano Gymnasium as the Bulldogs men's basketball taking on the Winona State Warriors here on iFan Sports on the World Wide Web, where I'm sure the Corey Jeffs fan club is tuned in to watch this one over in Melbourne, Australia, where I'm guessing right now the temperature's probably 80 degrees and sunny, as it's summer over in Australia, down under. And for some crazy reason, Corey Jeffs decided to head north for his post-secondary education and his basketball career. Wilson from the line. Looks like Jeff's taking a breather along with Getke. And checking in for the Warriors. Riley Bambanek back out there, along with Jeff Monaghan. And yeah, there's Monaghan with the ball, gets it to Gray. Shot good there by Riley Bambanek. And the Bulldogs back up by, or the Warriors back up by 7. Bulldogs on the attack here now. Here's Rorscheib, and that ball's knocked away by Bambanek. Sends it off into the crowd. Bulldogs will regroup here with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Long inbounds pass there by Wilson. That almost got away. Shallow got it though, and here's Rorscheib. Rorscheib looking for some room now. Krasinski to Wilson. Wilson going to the lane, and foul called. Third foul on Connor Flack. Bulldogs will inbounds again. This one a little prettier, is more efficient, let's say. There's an alley-oop inside, no good there. Is sniffed out by Bambanek. And the Warriors take it back the other way. Mongan, watched there by Tomlinson. Here's Gray for 3. No good as he doesn't get the roll. Jake Wilson with the board. Back come the Dogs. Shallow to the lane. No good. Rebound loose. And Kruger was wide open underneath. Couldn't get it to go. Oh, tough break there for Trenton Krieger as he picked up that loose ball and was wide open, but the ball just rolled in and out. It's Wilson with another rebound. That's his second one down the floor. He's a shooter, not a rebounder. Doing it all here tonight. Jake Wilson, now he goes to the hole and he's fouled. Some good aggressive attacks there down the lane by Wilson, drawing the fouls. That foul was called on Isaiah Gray. And Gray, who's had a heck of a second half, will take a breather here. Bulldogs with it. Wilson for three. No good. Rebound comes down to Krieger. He tips it back to Shallow. Good hustle there by Krieger. Shot clock refreshed. Here's Rorscheid for three. That's short. Rebound comes down to Jeffs. And here comes Winona State. Their lead has been stuck at 7 for quite some time. Jeffs fouled as he goes up. And he will go to the line. Corey Jeffs. Let's see, Jeffs averages 9.6 a game. Misses the first one of that twofer. Shallow, Krieger, and Wilson hit the bench for the Bulldogs. Washburn in there for the first time for the Bulldogs. Looks like Luke Harris coming out and Charlie Benson. Here's the second shot for Jeffs, no good there. But the Warriors get the rebound. So they'll get another chance. Here they come. Jeffs with it again. Jeffs driving the hole again. This time he gets the bounce. And it's a 49-40 lead, the biggest lead of the night for either team. So Jeffs has 2 excursions to the down the lane. One he gets fouled on, can't convert the free throws. They get the ball back. He takes it up the gut again and gives the Warriors their biggest lead of the night. Here's Kaczynski with an awkward shot in the paint. No good. Back come the Warriors on the fast break. Oh, and they can't finish as the foul on Mason Damask. First time out there for Damask. Damask from the line. This is his first point of the game. Mason Damask out of Waupun High School, Waupun, Wisconsin. 50-40. The Bulldogs being outscored here 12-5. Make it 13-5 here in the first 9 minutes of this half. And Coach Bowen has seen enough, as he's going to try and get the ship righted here in this second half, as the Bulldogs have come out cold and have seen let's see, they're down by 3. Coming into the half, they're down by 11 now. 13-5 run here for the Warriors from Winona to take a big lead here. Let's take a look at the Bulldogs schedule coming up. UMD has a game tomorrow night against Upper Iowa. They're the first place team in the South Division of the Northern Sun Conference. Upper Iowa. So they're tied with Southwest Minnesota for first in that South Division. So the Bulldogs, boy, they need to do some work here tonight, get a win under their belt, and hope for the best against Upper Iowa, as they're coming in at 8-2 in the Northern Sun Conference, 11-5 overall. That game at 6 o'clock here at Romano Gymnasium. Weather's supposed to be a little bit warmer, like 20 degrees warmer. It's supposed to be in the upper 20s tomorrow night, so a good night to get out and see some basketball here at Romano Gymnasium. Well, let's see what Any changes made? It looks like Gray back out there for Winona State. He has been a leader here in this second half. Shallow has the ball go off his foot, goes right to Washburn. Back to Shallow, long cross court, working it around. Here's Tomlinson for three, and that's what the Bulldogs needed. A three-pointer there for Tomlinson, his third of the night. He's got 9. And the Bulldogs trying to find some momentum here in the second half. Here's Getke now. They work it around. Gray in the near corner. Gray watched by 2 Bulldog players. Bomanek to Bauman. Bomanek with a quick turnaround three. He gets it to go. Oh, but there's a foul called on Bauman. An illegal pick. And so the three-pointer will not count. Yeah, they wave off the bucket. That's referee Meyer. Bulldogs will have it again. Let's see if they can get some more momentum going. They got a three-pointer last time out of Tomlinson down here. And a kind of a controversial call on that that blocking foul. There's Benson underneath. And Rorschach gets it blocked there by Damask. Nice defensive play there by Damask. Rorschach was underneath. Now they're working inside to Bauman. A nice play there by Kaczynski to swat that ball out of the hands of Bauman. Bulldogs on the attack again. Here's Tomlinson to Washburn. Washburn trying to set things up. Feeds Kaczynski. Kaczynski in the paint. Now they get it to the corner for Shallow. He hits it. A three-pointer. 2 3-pointers in a row here for the Bulldogs. And they're within 5, 51-46. Just under 9 minutes to go in this one. Bauman to Getke. Getke working hard against Benson. A foul, and it's a travel. Getke called for traveling. And we have a timeout on the floor, so the Bulldogs getting a little momentum here. 8:42 to go in this basketball game. They were down by 13, but they've scratched their way back to 5. Check that, they were down by 11. And they battled their way back to down by 5, and they'll have the ball when we get back to action here. Getting back to the schedule here for the Bulldogs after Upper Iowa tomorrow night, Saturday night on the 14th. That game, a 6 o'clock one here at Romano Gymnasium. Bulldogs will travel to St. Cloud State on the 17th. On the 20th, up to MSU Moorhead. Their next home game will be January 27th against Augustana, South Dakota. And that's an 8 o'clock game. And then Wayne State will be here on the 28th. So the next doubleheader weekend here at Romano Gymnasium, January 27th and 28th. It's Augustana and Wayne State. All right, here we go. 5-point Winona State lead. Bulldogs with the ball. 8:38 to go in this one. Shallow, long cross-court pass. Kaczynski has it. Shallow now to Washburn. Washburn to Benson. Washburn feeding Benson, but that one sniffed out nicely there by Mongan. Back come the Warriors. Oh, and Gray with an acrobatic 2 points there underneath. Nice counterattack from the Warriors and Isaiah Gray, who now has 14 points. Rorschach hits a three there. The Bulldogs 3-point shooters coming alive here. Rorschach with 12. Inside Getke, looking in the paint, turn around, doesn't get it to go. Benson with the rebound. And the Bulldogs bring it back down by 4. Slowly working their way back into this game. 7.5 to play. Rorschach watched by Gray. Washburn now. Washburn to Benson. Benson puts a shoulder into Bauman, turns it around, doesn't get it to go. Here's Isaiah Gray on the fast break, and another nice layup there from Gray. He's got 16. Isaiah Gray, 8 points in this half to lead the Warriors to a 6-point lead here with 6:42 to go. He's got the last 2 points down the floor for Winona State as well. Both on the fast break. Here's Rorschach for three, no good. Fouling his rebound, and there's a foul underneath. Looks like the foul is called on the Warriors. No, it's on 22 for the Bulldogs. Charlie Benson. So Benson, he's confused out there. He doesn't know how he got called for the foul. He's going, what, me? What, me? What'd I do? Some kind of infraction underneath that'll send Bauman to the line here. And he misses the 1-and-1, and Benson gets the rebound. A little bit of justice there for Benson.
Maybe there's something happen tomorrow. I don't think so.
Here come the Bulldogs on the attack.
I'm not making
Rorschach. Far side now to Krieger, and he is fouled as he goes to the basket. He slipped and fell underneath. I think that's where Bauman went down earlier. There might be some moisture down there on the floor. That was Kaczynski. I'm sorry, that was Kaczynski taking it to the basket. So Kaczynski will go to the line. And he'll shoot two. Kaczynski hits that one. He's got 4 on the night. It's like Jake Wilson ready to check in for UMD. Bauman going to the bench for Winona. Kaczynski hits them both from the line, and he is going to take a seat as Wilson comes in for the Bulldogs. We got a tight one here, a 4-point Winona State lead with 6 minutes to go in the game. Winona on the attack. And a traveling foul called there. So the Bulldogs will get the inbounds it down by 4. They haven't been able to get past that 4-point threshold in this half yet. Benson, far side. Benson putting the shoulder in a Getke, turns it around, and he gets that one to go. Charlie Benson working hard inside, gets the 2, and it's a 2-point game, 55-53. Here's Winona. Back the other way, Isaiah Gray, no good, rebound, comes down to Shallow. Bulldogs now the chance to tie or take the lead. Working it around, Shallow. Benson, shot clock at 9. Here's Rorschach working it now. Shallow goes to the left side. He's 3 people down there. Passes intercepted. Here comes Winona, Isaiah Gray, and he's fouled as he goes up for the layup. Winona on the fast break again. Isaiah Gray. We have a timeout on the floor. That foul was called on Washburn. And so that'll send Isaiah Gray to the line. Gray, 16 points on the night, and he's got 8 of them here so far in this second half. So he's kind of been the catalyst for this Winona team here in the second half, taking over for Getke, who was dominant in the first half, but has been held to only 2 points here in the second half by the Bulldog defense. Looking at the strategy going down here to the final minutes of the game, it's going to have to be keeping an eye on Getke. You got to figure he's going to come back to life here, as he was red hot in that first half. The Bulldogs will also have to watch Gray, who is a leader here on this Winona team, and has shown why here in the second half. On the Bulldog side, Rorschach has gotten hot with the threes. As let's see, Rorschach has hit 3 threes in the second half. He's got 4 total on the game for a total of 12. Here's Gray hitting that first shot. 17 points on the night for Isaiah Gray. And he hits that one too. Isaiah Gray averages 12 points a game, so he's up over his average tonight, that's for sure. He's played a solid game. Bulldogs on the attack with Charles Benson now. Big Charles going with the shoulder against Getke. He gets that one to go. Boy, that's muscle against muscle. And Benson now has 8 points for Benson. Underneath as Washburn knocked that ball away. Here's Bombinick. His shot no good. And the Bulldogs pick up the rebound. Rorschach, the Bulldogs down by 2 here. Here's a 3-pointer for Shallow. He hits it, and the Bulldogs take the lead on a 3-point shot from Kyle Shallow. Big play there. Bulldogs their first lead of the second half. They were down by 11 in the second. There's Benson with a block and a foul called. Oh, Charles thought he got the ball on that one. That's his 3rd foul. Isaiah Gray will go to the line. He doesn't miss from there. He's got 19 total. It's the second one as well. Keep that in mind. Gray has been deadly from that free throw line. 59-58, Winona State. Rorschach up the middle. Rorschach for 2 as he banks it off the glass. And the Bulldogs take another lead, 60-59. 3 minutes to go in this one. Bomanek feeding off the hands of Corey Jeffs and out of bounds. So Jeffs was a good backdoor play there, but the pass was behind him. And he couldn't pick it up, so the Bulldogs bring it back down here with a 1-point lead. Washburn, far side, gets it to Wilson. Charles Benson. Ball knocked away by Bomanek. A nice defensive play there. Knocking the ball out of play. Bulldogs will inbounds. Washburn gets it to Wilson. We have a whistle underneath. Pushing foul. Looks like a pushing foul against the Bulldogs. So Winona State will get the ball back here. A lane violation, I guess. Not a foul. There's Bomanek charging up the middle, and he is grabbed by Washburn. So Bomanek will go to the free throw line. Bomanek with 9 points. Make it 10. And we got a tie game here at Romano Gymnasium here, this Northern Sun Conference basketball action. Bomanek breaks the tie, 61-60, 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Another nail biter here for the Bulldogs. Washburn, that's Rorschheim open in the corner! Three-pointer for Rorschheim. He's got 17. And the Bulldogs have a 2-point lead. Here's Getke, double team, gets it across. Now Bomanek as the Winona try to spread things out. Bomanek, and he feeds it. Oh, picked off by Washburn. Nice defensive play by Washburn as Bomanek threw that one blindly across the floor. Big turnover there. Washburn with it now. Washburn working the far side. Shallow. Shot clock to 9. And Washburn wisely calling a timeout there as he was tied up there by Bomanek. But wow, we got an ending coming here. 1:14 to go. Bulldogs lead it by 2, 63-61. And they have the ball as well, so that's big. Shot clock in favor, or I should say possession arrow in favor of Winona State. Like I was saying earlier, the Bulldogs, their record coming into this one, 4-11. But they really have, a lot of their losses have been very close. And so it's not like they're getting blown out of games. They just have yet to really find the way to win the close ones. Like we said, we're seeing them turn it around a little bit. Let's see what they can do here in the last 74 seconds of this game. Washburn to Wilson, getting off a desperation three-pointer, and he does not hit the rim, so turnover and a missed opportunity there for the Bulldogs. They need another stop here, 63-61. Bulldogs lead it, but Winona has the basketball. That's Isaiah Gray trying to get it. Getke, it goes off his hands and out of bounds. Getke was wide open underneath. A nice pass from Isaiah Gray, but the ball went off his hands and skidded out of bounds. So it'll be Bulldogs ball. We're under a minute to go here now. Bulldogs up by 2. Working it around. Wilson. Washburn now. Washburn dancing out of the top of the key. Looks for opening a lane. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound. Comes down to Bombanek. 28 seconds ago. Winona State, and they call a timeout. The Warriors are going to talk this one over with Coach Eisner, as they are down by 2 here with 24 seconds left. The shot clock is off, so they can play for the last shot. Last 2 times down the floor, they've turned it over. Bulldogs have put on some tough D here in the last 3 minutes of this game. Like I said, they've forced 2 turnovers. See if they can get a big stop here. And maintain that lead. 63-61. Northern Sun Conference basketball at its best here from Romano Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Minnesota Duluth. Mark Nikolowski here with producer Josh Wallace and the iFan Sports Network on the World Wide Web. A good taste of Northern Sun Conference basketball here tonight on a chilly night in Duluth. This game is, both teams came in here with pretty even records. Bulldogs at 3-6 in the Northern Sun, and the Warriors at 4-6. So we've gotten about what we've expected here out of these 2 teams. A good quality basketball game, coming right down to the last few seconds. 24 seconds to go. Winona with the ball and a chance for the win. Getke on the far side to Gray. Gray with it. Gray in 3-point range now. He drives. Gray puts it up. No good. Rebound. Charles Benson. He gets it over to Roche. Too shallow, and a whistle. A foul called. And Charles Benson is going to go to the line here with 6 seconds to go and a chance to ice this game for the Bulldogs. Wow, what a charge there by Winona to try and win this thing or tie it up. Isaiah Gray took it hard to the basket, got the shot off, but it came up short, and Benson with a huge rebound. And he draws the foul, so Charles Benson will go to the line. See if we can find some free throw stats on Charles here. Charles Benson, let's see, his career, he's the only senior on this Bulldog team. And his free throw percentage at 71%. It's pretty solid for a big man. That's his career free throw percentage, 71%. So Benson on the line with a chance to ice this game for the Bulldogs, make it a 2-possession game with 6 seconds to go. But he's short on that one. And here comes Winona with a new life, 3 seconds to go. Here's Gray charging up the middle. He gets it to go at the horn. Isaiah Gray ties it up. And the horn sounds. So we're headed into overtime. Okay, the referee's reviewing that last shot by Gray, looking to see if there was any time left on the clock. There wasn't, as he put that ball up right at the horn. And we're going to head into overtime here on this one. 63-63. Boy, let's recap the last 6 seconds there as Benson went to the line after getting fouled, after collecting a big rebound. Went to the line, missed the first shot, and Gray basically took it coast to coast. He got the rebound and went from one end to the other and just got the shot off on the layup as the horn sounded and tied this game up. A tough break for the Bulldogs, who once again come very close to winning here at Romano Gymnasium, but now they're going to have to work overtime to get this one. Isaiah Gray, 22 points on the night, leading all scorers. Exciting basketball here from Romano Gymnasium. Here we go, 5-minute overtime period. Bulldogs in white attacking the right side of your screen here in this overtime. Winona State in the purple attacking the left side, and here come the Bulldogs. Kaczynski gets it to Shallow. Inside to Benson. Benson feeds back outside. Washburn wide open for the three, but he misses everything. And Winona State brings it back the other way. Here's Bombanek. Setting things up now for Winona State. Gray has it. Now Jeffs moving it around to Bombanek. Now again moving inside. Gray tries to feed to... Yeah, and Washburn stepped on the line as he picked up that loose ball. Tough break there for the Bulldogs as they had the loose ball, but Washburn's momentum carried him onto the line. And so the Warriors will get it with 10 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to work fast. Here's Gray on the left side. Gray lost the dribble. Washburn down and picks up the ball. Good play by Washburn to steal that one from Gray. And now the Bulldogs will bring it back with a chance to take the lead here. Just under 4 minutes to go in the overtime. Here's Shallow from way out. That shot short. And Bombanek with the rebound. Gray has it now for the Warriors. Gray looking inside, Getke has it now. Getke watched by Benson. Getke and Benson battling. Getke, turn around, he gets it to go. Getke, Tommy Getke, scored 16 points in that first half. Held to just 2 in the second, but now he gets 2 big ones here in the overtime period to put the Warriors ahead by 2 and a chance to finish a 3-point play. He does. So Getke with a big 3-point play there, and he opens the scoring here in this overtime period. 3.5 minutes to go now. Wilson to Shallow. Benson now underneath. Benson working against Getke. Benson putting a shoulder up, and he is fouled. Yeah, Getke gets the foul. That's his 4th. Benson will go to the line. Big Charles. He's got 8 points on the night. Make it 9. Benson also playing with 4 fouls. He hits both of them. And the Bulldogs are down by 1. Winona State bringing the ball up the floor. Mongan to a whistle as Bombanek had the ball. Holding foul called on Shallow, his 3rd, and Bombanek will go to the free throw line. Or no, Getke will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Getke, a 50% free throw shooter, hitting that one. He's been solid tonight from the free throw line, better than 50%. Winona now with a 2-point lead. Getke doesn't hit that one. He has 3 points in this overtime period. No, check that, 4 points, and almost a turnover there by Shallow as he lost control of the ball. Now Wilson. Wilson to Benson. Benson going inside. Benson gets the roll there. Big Charles ties it up here with 2.5 to go in the overtime session. Winona on the attack. Bomanek working it across to Jeffs. Monaghan, Jeffs, Gray. Here's Bomanek up the middle, leaves it for Gray. No shot there. Here's Getke for 3, and he hits the big 3. Whoa, his third three-pointer of the game. And it's a 70-67 lead. Boy, Getke has caught fire again in this overtime period. And that ball gets thrown out of bounds by Wilson. And Winona will have the ball and a 3-point lead here with just under 2 minutes to go in the overtime. Looks like Washburn just may not have been in position on that play. Wilson threw the ball and no one was there. Here's Bomanek for 3, and he hits that one. Oh, 2 3-pointers in a row for the Warriors, and they've taken a 6-point lead. The Bulldogs have only managed 2 points here in this overtime. Here's Rorschach now looking for room underneath, and he is fouled by Gray. As Rorschach took the hard line to the hole, Gray gets the foul. That's just his third. Rorschach will go to the line. Rorschach with 17 points leading the Bulldogs. It's the first one of the one-on-one. In and out on the second one. 5-point Winona lead. One minute to go now in the overtime period. 1 minute to go. Winona State with the lead and the ball. 5-point lead. Gray with it. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Getke for 3, and he gets that one. Oh my, Tommy Getke, 28 points. He is out of his mind as he has got 9 points here in this overtime. 3 3-pointers. Unbelievable. A man who averages 8.5 points a game is having the game of his life here at Romano Gymnasium. Definitely the story of the game. Tommy Getke out of Bloomington, Minnesota, the 6'8" sophomore. Coming into this game averaging 8.6 points a night, has got 28 points. He's got 8 in this overtime alone, so he's unreal. We're down to 40 seconds to go in this one. Here's Wilson for 3. That fails to hit anything, and the ball comes down in the hands of Winona State. 30 seconds to go. Gray with it. He's just going to run time off the clock now, watched by Washburn. 76-68, 8-point lead for the Warriors. They're going to win this one. 16 seconds left, a foul called there. Hits the first end there and knocks down the second one. 78-68, 10-point lead. The Winona State has outscored the Bulldogs 15-5 in this overtime session. There's Wilson hitting one. 78-70 with 7 seconds left. And they're just going to run the time off the clock here as we wind down. The game is over. The Winona State Warriors have come in here and played an amazing overtime session here to win this one. 78-70, outscoring the Bulldogs 15-7 in that extra period after tying it with no time left on the clock. So tough, heartbreaking loss here for the Bulldogs. It looked like they had things in hand here at the end of the game, but Isaiah Gray hitting a critical layup here with no time left on the clock to tie it up. And then Tommy Getke having the game of his life here in Duluth. 28 points, 8 of them, check that, 10 of them in overtime to lead the Warriors here to the win. Whoa, tough game for the Bulldogs, but they moved to, or they dropped to 4-12 overall and 3-7 in the Northern Sun Conference. Winona State wins it. They go to 5-6 in the Northern Sun Conference and 8-7 overall. All right, for Josh Wallace, our producer up in the booth, Mark Nikolowski here on iFan Sports, the World Wide Web. We're wrapping things up here from Romano Gymnasium, the University of Minnesota Duluth. The final score, the Winona State Warriors win it 78-70.